Happy New Year's, everyone. Gave it a break over the holidays so everybody could get away from politics. Once again, this is Michael Cobb running for U.S. Senator, running under a totally different platform. I'm running for as an American for Americans, all Americans. Uh, if you read what I have on this video, it's MLK Jr. had a dream 54 years ago, and it's worse now than ever. Uh, Martin Luther King Jr. did have a dream. He dreamed that as a pastor that we were all created equal in God's image and that we should all look at each other the same way as Americans and Americans only, that the country needed to become colorblind. And he is absolutely correct. And trying to get that message out there, he was making a lot of progress. And for that, I believe is why he was murdered. Because people in the government, uh, people that just want to hate other people because they look different. One of them I could say is Don Lemon. I know he's popular with a lot of people, but a lot of stuff that comes out of his mouth is just garbage. The ladies on The View, everything that comes out of their mouth is garbage. It's all Democrat or all nothing. I've been saying this on almost every video. Our two-party system is broke. The Democratic Party is more socialism, Marxism, and communism than the party of JFK. Now, if we had some Democrats in there that were more founded on the beliefs of the old Democratic Party for the working class man, for Americans and America first, I'd be behind the Democratic Party all the way. My whole family was Democrat till Jimmy Carter got in there and destroyed the country like Joe Biden is now. Because I guess you would have considered him a socialist back then, except of course that word was never used. Then came Ronald Reagan. Fell in love with Reagan because he, like uh, John Kennedy, wanted to put American first, and he did. Under JFK and Ronald Reagan and Martin Luther King, our country was becoming united. It was the most powerful country in the world. JFK and Ronald Reagan really stood up to Russia. It's why the Cuba thing happened under JFK and the wall in Germany came down under Ronald Reagan. And like I said, Martin Luther King's message was getting to everybody. It was finally getting out there and it made sense. And that's why he lost his life. We are now 54, going on 54 years later. And we are still a divided country, and it doesn't make any sense. And what's keeping us divided is the education system, the federal government, the state, local, and city governments. They want us to hate each other. Because if we stand together strong, we are more powerful than the government. And that is the way it is supposed to be. This is a republic ran on a democracy. The republic is the people are in control, not the government. The democracy part comes in with you elect your officials to take office and represent you. Unfortunately, our representatives are not representing us anymore. They're representing the power they want to have. Socialism hasn't worked anywhere in this world. Uh, Marxism and communism worked well for Lenin, Hitler, Stalin. Uh, it's working pretty good for Putin. It's working pretty good for President Xi. It's working good for that little short dude in North Korea. Just look at the Middle East. Uh, They're all controlled under that. They don't call it communism over there. It's based on their Muslim religion, which a lot of people. There's different levels of the Muslim religion, but the extreme leaders that have control are on the very extreme end, and they just slaughter their people by the thousands in the middle of the street just for wanting a fair election. If things keep going the way they're going, I see our government starting to do that here, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop fast. 2022, we have elections coming up in November. It's time to remove these socialist, Marxist, communist representatives from office before they completely destroy our country. I've told many people I got a bad habit. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But also, like I said, I'm not going to try to hide anything from anybody. I'll be the most honest politician that you could ever elect into office. And I want to go in there as an American representing Americans and America only. We have to put our country first. We have to put the American people first. This is a must. Now, the three people I just finished talked about, you could say that I'm a combination of Martin Luther King Jr., JFK, and Ronald Reagan all rolled up into one. I believed in what all three stood for. But with JFK, you're going back to the very old Democratic Party, which is what we need back now. But I believe that party is long gone. The Democratic Party, they just started to go ahead and go from being the DNC to the SNC, the Socialist National Committee, and just expose themselves for who they really are. Me, I've been saying it. I need campaign contributions coming into my GoFundMe page, or I'm not going to get anywhere. I've had no money come in from any donors yet. I need for people to get my name out to the big Fox station in New York, to Sean Hannity, to Tucker, to anybody, Pam Bondi, Ron DeSantis, people that have some say and can help me get my message and my face out there. I need this. I would really like to have Donald Trump 45 and Donald Trump Jr. to see my videos. They might not agree with everything I say, but they should agree with my American for Americans First platform. And I also believe that the two-party system is completely shattered. I would love to start a third party, which would be the ANC. It would be under my control, and it would definitely be Americans for America. No more, no less. No color, no race, no religion. Whatever you are, you're invited in. If you're a down the road, center of the road Democrat, would welcome you in. Only thing I ask for is that people actually debate and meet on common ground and come up with some common sense laws. Because all this one side is one-sided, the other side is completely on their own, even in their own parties. both sides are completely fighting each other. They're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to sit down like adults and find middle ground. And that has been lost for a long time. It needs to come back. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream needs to come true. It's been 54 years. This needs to be a colorblind country. We are all Americans. We need to stand together to defeat Washington, D.C., which is trying to keep its boot on our throats. And like the vaccine mandates, they're hurting people. Now they're trying to get them in our children with the booster shots. I say no. I'm not anti-vax at all. I believe in vaccines that have been fully FDA approved, that went through all the protocols and trials, which take 5 to 10 years to make sure that people are safe from this, and it hasn't happened. Now they're wanting to put boosters in kids 12 to 15, and it's causing them heart problems. It needs to stop. Anyhow, sign it off for tonight. If you can, please get my videos out there. Get my message to the Trumps, the Bondies, to Fox, to anybody, Ron DeSantis, anybody that can help get my name and my word out. I believe it's very important for this country. Anyhow, God bless you, and I hope you have a great year this year. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.